So I know that that's going to if you would like to see the story better, anyone is also welcome to sit closer to the story. So whoever would like to come up. Can you guys hear me? Like, is this working? Okay. Yes, I'm here for the doggos being closer. And also in offending our Episcopalian sensibilities, this will be an interactive sermon. So there will be some discussion time after. So I'm just, we're coming in hot. All right. Before God created anything, there was love. And out of love, God made a big world with so many wonderful things. Love was in each one of them. So God called each one good. The water was good. The land was good. The air was good. The sun, the moon, the stars were good. The trees, mountain, and oceans were good. The light was good. The darkness was good. And people, they were good too. And God loved all that God had made. God had made every individual, flower and firefly, buffalo, rock and river, planet and person. The world gave God so much peace that God rested and enjoyed it. In the world God had made from love, so no one thing could exist by itself. Everything depended on all the other things, and everything was connected. Everything had so many things to love and so many things that loved them. God's love flowed through it all. And because love was moving, the world was always changing. Nothing ever truly disappeared, but old things just became new things. I know, I agree. God made the sun, water, and soil to grow the flowers to feed the bees to feed the birds, and the birds to scatter seeds, and the seeds that people could gather to make bread. And just like God, everything had a time to rest. Dead worms and bugs would become soil for new plants and flowers. Rivers might run dry, trees could burn, animals and people could die, but their rest allowed for new things. The rest was needed for everything to stay connected. It was God's dream that all parts of creation would be one by sharing love with each other and sharing love with God. Now, people are animals just like others in the world, and their body tells them when it's time to eat, when it's time to be afraid, when it's time to sleep, and how to reproduce themselves. Love moves from the world through their bodies and back into the world. Many people liked when the love came into them from the world, but they felt hurt when the love changed. They were afraid that the love was gone, and sometimes the plants and animals didn't give them as much food as they wanted, and they got afraid that the food wouldn't come again. They didn't like being hungry, and sometimes they loved a person and the person didn't love them back. And they were afraid that no one loved them. They didn't like feeling alone, and sometimes animals and people died and people believed they had disappeared forever. They didn't like losing things. They didn't understand that death allowed creation to continue, And they believed only in their own sight and couldn't imagine the world where they saw God the way God saw it. They didn't trust that God's love was always with them, even in the scary times. So, instead of believing in the oneness of God's creation, many pretended that people were better than the rest of the world. That way, they didn't need to share their love. They pretended they could keep the love for themselves. They pretended they could stop the world from changing. They hurt the rest of the world and pretended like it didn't hurt them. Skip a step. So by pretending, people separated from the oneness of the world and separated from God. But the world never stopped changing. Life was new, grew and rested, and became new again. The moving love would never stop moving. But because of their pretending, the people didn't notice when it moved through them. I wonder which part of this story made you feel happy. And you could just share out. Everything's connected. It all starts with love, yeah. The heart. I wonder which part of the story made you sad. Think people moved away from it? Misunderstandings? I think the lack of trust that all of God's creation can provide for one another when they're living in harmony with each other. That was hard. Some of this could have made God sad too. Yeah. Selfishness, yeah. I know, I feel the same way. I wonder where you see people separated from God's creation. So in our world today, where you see us separated from the rest of God's creation. All over. How wasteful we can be, yeah. Say that one. Cruel, yeah, cruel. No, you're how cruel and evil we can be to one another, yeah. Not listening and ignoring. The amount of resources we've taken to create lives that feel sustainable to us and comfortable. It's definitely disconnected us from a lot of God's creation. I wonder how we stop hurting creation. So I wonder how we can make changes to get back in right relationship. Listen and see. Turn off the internet, yeah. recently deleted social media, and it's been the best thing. Talk. Anybody from this side have any ideas? I've been quiet over here. Yeah. Yeah. One thing we could use less of in a culture where we always want more or need more. Someone at our 8 o'clock service mentioned being better connected to the food that you eat. So growing your own food or trying to get locally sourced food is a way to connect back into that as well. Thank you.